The temperature in my garden room office is horrendous. And to bring the temperature down, I've been sent an Aircon unit from Aircare. We're going to get this on that wall right there. But to do it, we're going to have to drill a huge hole 202 millimeters into that blockwork wall above. This is a DIY aircon system, so you don't need to be F-gas registered to install it. But I'm still pretty nervous about drilling two massive holes with this core drill. Let's just hope nothing goes wrong. Whoa, that was scary. I'm feeling a bit confused. This is off the box and it shows where the holes need to be drilled. And I need to put a bracket on here, which I'm going to hang it off. But the drill I've got doesn't have a center hole. Doesn't have like a pilot hole for these. So I don't know how I'm going to line it all up. It's never just as simple as drilling a hole, is it? This room is going to become my YouTube studio. So having a way of cooling it down in the summer will make working in here a lot nicer. Especially since I built this room with 50mm insulated plasterboard. That took a lot longer than it should have done. The only core drill I've ever used before was a 100mm attachment on a normal SDS drill, and it took me a very long time to make the hole. This core drill, however, is on a completely different scale. This monster is the ESD162 soft percussion dry diamond drill. We're going to do this while stopping it going that way and stopping the chuck rotating. There we have it. That is insane. That, in comparison to my body, is insane. The challenge here is to make sure I drill in the right place. There really is no second chances. So I'm pushing the lead of my pencil through the cardboard to mark on the center points. And because I wasn't sure if the cardboard was actually level, I then decided to measure those points and level them off at the same time to make sure that the unit would be level when it's finished. Because I don't have a center drill, I'm marking out the diameter of the hole that needs to be drilled on the wall. And then I'm going to try and line the core drill up with it. This isn't the ideal way, but it's the only solution I could think of at the time. I think this is the most important bit. If we get these holes in the right place, we can't go too far wrong. Part of me can't believe that I'm trusted with this thing. This is a beast. Question is, do you think that's level? I don't think so. Doesn't look level to me. No, it's not. It's on an angle. What it could be is the weight will be taken away once it starts going through the wall, I'm guessing, and it'll come more level. Easy without the sensor. There is no center hole on these drills though. I'm sure it's accurate. I'll be totally honest, I am nervous about this. This could be very loud and very messy. Let's give it our best shot. It's only a hole. I actually got some great advice from the comments after posting this on short form social media. To make sure the holes would be perfectly accurate, I could have got a piece of ply and then cut the holes in there first, and that would have guided the drill in the exact right spot. Instead, I had to very slowly work my way through the plasterboard, hoping that the drill wouldn't skip and damage the wall. Whoa, that just seriously pulled. We're just going to have to go through it. No idea I'm going to get that out of there. I don't want to change the height either of this because that's going through there. Let's get something. I'll try and get this out. There we go. Memorabilia. Put that up on the wall when I'm done. Right, back to it. Once the plasterboard blockage was removed, the plan was to go through the batten and then through the block wall. But the drill didn't sound great going through the wood. Whoa, that was scary. It's hard to describe the force at which that batten flew out of that hole. Definitely one of the most scary moments of my DIY renovation. But with the wood gone, I could feel that the core drill was really pulling through the blockwork and it was finally able to do what it was designed for. I'm just struggling to get this out. Loads of dust in here still because that was stopping the flow of dust. So if I turn this back on, that should all just go down and we'll be able to see it, which will be pretty cool. That's better way. And that was hole 1. Time to do hole 2. I'm a little bit worried about drilling this second hole because it needs to be in the perfect position and I don't want to mess it up at this stage. I'm gonna be honest, there was a moment there that was really scary when I'd gotten through all of the insulated plasterboard and I hit that little bit of timber, which is like the stud work behind, and then the stud work went through and the drill just caught and it just like it wanted to rotate dead quick. That was scary. It's not difficult, but it's just scary because the tools are powerful and loud, but there's hardly any dust. That's what's cool. There isn't hardly any dust. insane. It's surprisingly not too hot. Well, the holes are done. Now I just need to get the bit out of the middle. Whoa, jeez. So before I put this on here, how far wrong do you think we've gone? This is the moment of truth. There's no going back. Oh my, that is amazing. That is so close. If anything, I'd say this one, this hole, is a touch to the right, only slightly, like literally we're a couple of mil in that. Let's get the next part done so we get these sealed up, because we can't leave them like that overnight. And then it's going to open up inside. Have some sellotape in there. In fairness, I could have just measured that with a ruler. This is the Ultrahuman ring. It's a smart, non-invasive ring which measures your metabolic parameters. Basically how well you sleep, how stressed you are, and when you have caffeine and such. And it gives you valuable insights on how you're performing throughout the day and even when you're asleep. I've been wearing this now for about a month, and I've talked about how it looks and how it fits. And I've also talked about the types of metrics it gives you, like how well you've slept, how deep your sleep was, when you should and shouldn't have caffeine. But now, I want to tell you a little bit about what it's done for me and my life just over the past couple of weeks. So as I said, I've been wearing this for about a month, and over that time it's taken my details and built a bit of a picture of my personal health and how I recover from hard work and stress. And honestly, I'm surprised. I am nowhere near getting as much sleep as I should be. Obviously, I've got 2 young kids. That's a big factor. But not only that, I'm not really getting the deep sleep that I should be in order to get the full recovery that I need, especially when doing physical jobs and maybe high stress situations that you might find with being a YouTube content creator. So what this does, it helps you frame your day and your evening to make sure that you are getting that restful sleep and therefore improving your health and performance. It's just one of the ways that this has helped me improve my health. This really has been a bit of a game changer for me, and it's something that I check in on every single morning. If you're interested in looking after your own health, you live a stressful life, or you want to learn more about your sleep or even sun exposure, definitely consider getting one of these Ultrahuman rings. And if you're interested, there is a link below where you can check these rings out, choose the colour that you like, and get a discount. It's the next day, and I put a load of this bubble wrap in those holes to stop, well, any creatures climbing in last night. Maybe spiders, maybe something a little bit bigger. But the wind must have blown them through, because when I came in this morning, it all fallen out. And I've got to put these on, which sit inside this black plastic here. And it's kind of like a moment of truth, because if this isn't tight enough, then this won't go on. So it's a bit of a tricky fit. As you can see that lip there? That means that it's not really tight enough in the hole. It's just a matter of making adjustments. But they do look pretty neat when these are on. And then there's the vent that goes on the other side. So this is the vent that goes on the other side, and they hold each other together with these springs. So they are constantly pulling the inner flange, if we want to call it that, and the outer grate together, which is actually a pretty cool design. Putting these vents in are way more satisfying than I thought it would be. I'll give you a close up on this. So it folds together like that, which is such a cool, simple design. They go through there. And then because you've got this, it's not going to fall. It opens up. Turn it over. I'm making this look a lot more difficult than it actually is. It's not fit. This needs to be turned like that. This needs. So the vent's pointing down. I need to do some clipping with the head on the other side. I'll have to ask the neighbour if that's okay. But then you've now got this, which just goes like that. This is definitely my own fault, but I've just been messing around with the little clip. It just kind of like pings in and out, and I was pulling it like this, and I let go, and it sent it that way, and the little clip that sits in the back there is just flung over to the neighbours. I'm gonna have to see if I can go get it. Hopefully it's accessible that side. Oh no guys, the clip is all the way down there. That's it there. Luckily it's on this little piece of beading, so I'm hopefully gonna try and fish it out. Wish me luck. That might be the luckiest save you've ever seen. I just pulled it out on this. This whole area is a mess. It needs cleaning, but I just pulled it out on that there, and I managed to get it back. Now comes the tricky part. I've got to put the bracket above these two holes, but the bracket has to be absolutely perfect position, because if not, then the whole unit won't sit right over the two big holes that we've drilled. So the plan is to put that on there like that, try and line these up, and these holes are actually a little bit closer together than this diagram shows, but I'm hoping that's going to be okay. But yeah, we'll put this on here, mark out these centers, drill through and try and get it screwed to the wall, and hopefully when it's all on, it's all going to line up. Oh, I forgot, this also needs putting on. This is like a drain hole which goes somewhere like here, so I need to drill that too. I'm honestly not 100% sure how I'm going to be connecting the bracket to the wall, because this thing weighs quite a lot and the bracket's quite big. I was thinking about using quite big screws, but the thing is, this is insulated plasterboard, so it might pull whatever fixing I put into the plasterboard out. I'm going to test one of these Fisher Duo Pluses in the wall, because I've just watched a YouTube video and it says that these do work, but I'm going to do one. I'm going to screw it in, see how it works, and then if it doesn't work, then we haven't ruined the wall. Just done a test with one of these Fisher Duo Plus wall fixings, and it's gone into the wall just there. This needs a washer on it because it's kind of pulling through the bracket, but that is solid. That is a really good fixing. If I put one across all of that, across the top there, this is going to be on solid, so that's what I'm going to do. One thing that's really good about using one of these wood drills as well, it's got a little point on the end, which means I can get a really nice, accurate hole. There it is, fully installed, and I had to get a friend of mine to help me lift this in place who didn't want to be on camera, but it's very heavy and you definitely need more than one person to get that in place, especially if you're having it at height like this. This is going to be my YouTube studio. There's going to be lots of cabinetry and projects going on in here. I've got to do a lot of painting as well. At the moment, it's a little bit of a storage area, so I haven't been able to fully use this space yet, but I have had this on and I've brought the temperature of the room down using it. This remote pretty much controls it all, which is a nice little thing to have. It also has Wi-Fi, which means you can turn it on and off, warm the room up or cool it down through that Wi-Fi setting, which is also really cool. The power just runs down the wall just there, and overall I'm super happy with it. If you're interested in a project like this and this video has been useful for you, make sure you like. And if you want to see more projects, maybe even just see this YouTube studio unfold, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.